Hi, I'm just continuing on from my last video where I've been appealing for a witness to come forward and to help really blow the whistle on how these programs are being done across the world, how these targeted individual programs or these programs of remote mind control abuses and electromagnetic assaults are happening around the world. And I appealed for a whistleblower to come forward. But I also talked about somewhere called Menwith Hill, which is 20 miles down the road from me, who I asked for any whistleblower who has specific knowledge of Menwith Hill or worked up there or oversees a team which may be doing this up there or came into contact with a team or operated in the team, whether that be now or whether it was in the past, or whether they just heard about these activities going on at Menwith Hill. This is an appeal for the truth and for if anything is going on from Menwith Hill, which I have reason to believe it may be, because there was a whistleblower called Tivon Rivers who came out a number of years ago, who used to be an engineer at Menwith Hill, and there was lots of coincidences that happened, but basically it amounted to, I think it was about a week after he left being an engineer at Menwith Hill, he started getting the remote frequency assaults with the microwave weapons and the mind control. And there was another guy he mentions who took Menwith Hill to court and claimed there was a team up at Menwith Hill who was doing this to people. I've also seen another big speaker in the TI community who's claiming and saying that Menwith Hill are responsible for these attacks on UK citizens. Another coincidence, the US Air Force happened to be there. If anyone knows Richard Lighthouse's work, will know that the US Air Force, it's becoming more and more common knowledge now, the US Air Force are likely the biggest culprits of this worldwide. And Schriever Air Force Base in the US is one of the places that is mentioned that is doing this internationally to people. However, guess what? Who's up at Menwith Hill? The US Air Force. And guess who else is up at Menwith Hill? The NSA, the National Security Agency, the biggest spy agency in the world. So, coincidence? I'm finding it hard to believe. I'm someone who, likes to look at the evidence and likes to make sure that what I have is quality evidence before I come out and say it. I never like to say, oh, it's this, it's that. I always say my level of evidence and belief when I'm quoting someone. And I've got, I have a suspicion that they're involved in this, a strong suspicion, because there are lots of signs now pointing to this. I may be wrong, in which case I hold my hand up, but it's something that I need to explore. I sent them a letter, Menwith Hill, an email, asking, are you behind this? If so, please stop. And I got a response saying, these activities are illegal. I actually got a response saying, which was nice, or at least seemingly nice, because, but anyway, I got a response saying these weapons are illegal and, remote neural monitoring, mind control, microwave weapons, this kind of thing, which my previous email had been about. They confirmed that they were illegal and they existed by saying that, these activities are illegal, and, said that we've no reason to believe that you are someone who would be undergoing this, from any agency, it seemed genuine, but you just don't know. Maybe, for example, the person who was saying this, who I won't name, would not know if they were part of the British faction and it was the US Air Force doing this, or they were doing it in a compartmentalized way. So even the main people in charge, for example, maybe don't even know, or maybe don't even have wind of this. Never mind, the regular person at Menwith Hill, but Someone somewhere knows, even if they're not in these compartments, word gets around, things spread. There will be people at Menwith Hill who know this is going on, if it is indeed so, who I'm also asking for you to come forward and blow the whistle. So anyone who's been involved in the control structure, in the leadership structure, who may have done this, anyone who's been involved in operating these weapons, I'm asking for people who just know this is the right thing, know that this should not be going on to anyone, locally, nationally, internationally. This is a crime against their own people, it's a crime against humanity. It's, how anyone could do that to their own brothers and sisters, to their own people within their own human race. How people could do that it's just beyond me. And I'm appealing to anyone who may have information up at Menwith Hill to come forward and do the right thing, because by doing that you're protecting yourself. You're protecting yourself from any liability or legal action which may come down upon you when this house of cards starts falling down, which it already is. Mark my words, this house of cards is already falling down, and it is only a matter of time. I reckon only a matter of number of years before these whole operations nationally and in the international arena start to come down. You are protecting yourself, because if anyone has knowledge or participates in a crime, even if their person in command, their leader, is asking them to do that, they are legally responsible by law for their actions. And so by blowing the whistle and coming out, you are protecting yourself and giving yourself legal protection and legal indemnity. So do your own research on this and see for myself that what I'm saying is true. We're accountable for our own actions in a court of law, and saying that somebody else told me to do it is no excuse. If you're watching this and you're one of the people doing this to me, up at Menwith Hill or wherever you may be doing this, because I will find the truth and I will find out who is doing this to me, and justice will be served. You mark my words on that. So this is an appeal to anyone up at Menwith Hill who may have information, even if it's small. But I know there's someone up there who, if this is the truth and if it will come forth, who, if it is going on, they know a lot of information. I'm looking for that person that knows this information, that what they're doing is able to explain it in depth, and I can either relay this confidentially, so I don't name you, and I promise you that confidentiality, or you can come out and expose this yourself, or I can introduce you or interview you. Whatever works best for you. I want to do whatever is right for this person or these people, if there's more than one person who wants to come forward and blow the whistle on this, of activities that may be going on at Menwith Hill. So this has to stop. This has to stop. Just think about if you're someone doing this at Menwith Hill. Think about what your wife, your children, and your family would think about you if they knew you were doing this. Would that make you proud? And I know it's harsh, but it's not. It's nothing compared to what victims experience every day, So, this is your chance to come forward and do the right thing. Any information, whether it's confidentially to me, or whether you are willing to go on camera, being interviewed by myself or doing it by yourself, please come forward and let's find out the truth about what is going on at Menwith Hill, and who they are doing this to, how they are doing this, why are they doing this. Well, we know why. We have an idea why. It's political suppression, a lot of this, isn't it? It's one of the reasons I'm targeted. But if you know anything about me as well, if you have experience or you've seen someone doing this to me from Menwith Hill, you know that I am being assaulted from this place. Blow the whistle to me. I'm looking for that witness, as I spoke in my last video. Okay? So I will find out the truth about what is going on with me and where this is happening. So let's find out about Menwith Hill, and let's put this debate on the table, and let's find out whether these are involved in the way that a lot of people think they are. Thank you very much for listening, and thank you for that person who is willing to come forward and do the right thing in God, in humanity, in love for the brothers and sisters of humanity. Same race. We're all black, white, Asian, we're all the same. Nobody deserves persecution. Nobody. Thank you.